people. Today we're going to read a book that is called Kylie Jean Dancing Queen by Marky Peschik. Kylie Jean Dancing Queen. For Caitlin, with love for Rick, MP. Chapter 1, Queen of the Crop. It's almost summertime, but this Saturday morning is cool and dewy. My whole family, aunts, uncles, and a bunch of cousins, is at Lake Skillet Farm. We're picking up veggies from the huge garden patch. Standing next to me is my best cousin. Lucy, Mama, Daddy, TJ, and ugly brother are here, too. As far as I can see, row after row of green leafy tops fill the farm garden. Look at all these veggies, Pa crows. This year we're having a bumper crop. I'm going to have to give away carrots, peas, and greens, he added, shaking his head. There are just too many vegetables to can in jars or freeze for later. I slip off my shoes and bury my feet in the soft black dirt while Pa and Nanny decided which vegetables to pick. Mama pulls on some red garden gloves with little green flowers. My gloves are pink with little green flowers. Pink is my color, in case you didn't know. Lucy fidgets and frowns. She points to the green and says, I sure hope we don't have to pick greens. I squish them every time. I nod. Greens are boring to pick. Finally, Pa says, TJ, you can come with me to cornfield. The rest of you stay in the garden patch. My best girl can pick peas. He means my mama, he adds. Kylie, Jean, and Lucy can pull carrots. We shout, yippee! Then we push a wheelbarrow down the rows of carrots. Next to them, a scarecrow wearing one of Nanny's aprons, a hat, and an old cowboy boots dance in the breeze. I get busy pulling carrots. That's more fun than pulling weeds. You can't eat weeds, but carrots are pretty tasty. Suddenly, I see ugly brother. There is a big old carrot hanging out of his mouth like a giant orange tongue. While we have been pulling at the carrots, he has been eating them. Ugly brother, stop trying to eat all the carrots we just pulled, I shout, laughing. They're just still dirty and you don't even like carrots. Ruff, he barks. That means he doesn't want to stop eating carrots. But he moves away. Then he watches while we pick more carrots. Some of the carrots are teeny tiny babies, and some are giants as long as a grown-up foot. I like the feathery green tops of the carrots best. They are so pretty, like lace on a Sunday dress. I like picking carrots, but after a while, I get bored. Then TJ comes over. He's here to boss me around. I just know it. He says, hey, little bit, Pa told me to come help you. He frowns, looks at me, and adds, no wonder you're so slow. You're wearing a dress. Putting my hands on my hips, I glare at TJ. Hey, Lucy's wearing a dress too, I inform him. We like dresses. They're not slowing us down. Let's have a picking contest, TJ says. Then he starts pulling carrots to get a head start. I shake my head. No way, I tell him. You'll always win anyway. Lucy mutters. TJ moves down the rows of carrots, pulling handfuls of tossing them on the ground. He is a fast carrot picker. Lucy is picking over on the next row, and she's been in the same spot ever since we got started. You girls pick up, TJ tells us. Then put them in the wheelbarrow. Lucy and I look at each other. She shrugs. Neither of us want to help TJ, but we don't have a choice. Okay, I say, but we're just doing fine before you got here. As we pick up the carrots, Lucy asks, did you know that Madame Gerard is planning a ballet performance of Swan Lake? Lucy is taking dance studio lessons from Madame Gerard. Our friend Kara takes lessons there too. Mama says studio lessons are not in our budget, so I have been taking ballet classes at the Jacksonville Recreation Center for the last 3 months. Really? It sounds so pretty, I say, picturing a big white swan with a long, smooth neck. What's it about? I ask. Lucy says it's all about the beautiful Odette, queen of the swans, and her swan maidens. You won't believe it, but Odette and the maidens are enchanted. So by the day they are swans, but at night they turn into beautiful girls. Real girls. Only a prince can break the evil spell. I think I must be under a spell too. Just hearing the word queen puts me in a trance. Then an idea hits my brain, like a bee on a blossom. While Lucy watches, I make a green lacy crown from the tops of some carrots. Then I do ballet turns down the carrot row. TJ rolls his eyes. He says, a little bit, how about more working and less dancing? Lucy asks me, are you Odette? Yep, I'm Swan Queen, I tell her. Suddenly, all I can think about is being the queen of the swans. Lucy smiles and shakes her head. She knows all about my big dream to be a beauty queen. We see Paul's straw hat coming our way. Nanny thinks it's not fit for a scarecrow, but Paul loves that hat. That old hat. That's really old. He wants to check on us. Thanks to TJ, our wheelbarrow is so full that carrots are hanging over the sides. Good work, kid, he tells TJ. He gives Lucy a big, little. Okay, so Lucy, he tells TJ he gives Lucy a little squeezy hug. I bet you helped a lot, he tells her. Lucy just grins. Then he looks at me. I'm still wearing a carrot crown. I do a little twirl for him. Then Paul winks at me and says, Sweet bee, you're the queen of the crop. Chapter 2. Chicken Feather Tutus. After a big lunch of fried chicken, potato salad, and thick slices of juicy red tomatoes, Lucy and I go outside to play. Lucy begs, let's go to the chicken house to hunt for eggs. I say, I'm not too sure. Those chickens are mean. They don't like it when you take their eggs, and I don't blame them. The hen house is behind the barn. I take my time getting there by asking Lucy lots of questions about this one queen. I ask, what part do you want to be in ballad? I like to be a beautiful swan maiden, Lucy answers. We walk around the farmhouse. Nanny's flowers are growing so pretty. I love the pink daisies best. Lucy likes the roses. Let's pick Nanny a bouquet of flowers for her kitchen window, I suggest. Lucy nods. That's a great idea, she says. Picking flowers in a sunny spot makes me happy. The flowers spread across the bed like a rainbow. Rows of orange tiger lilies, yellow tulips, purple arrows, my pink daisies, and Lucy's old-fashioned red roses curve around the back of the house. The bees are buzzing all over the honeysuckle vine. Do you think drinking from the honeysuckle vine helps the bees make more honey? Lucy asks, grabbing up some tall white flowers. I don't know, I admit. I can't remember what we learned about honeybees. I put my face close to the blooms and take a deep breath. The flowers smell like heaven. Ooh, smell your flowers, I tell Lucy. They smell delightful. When we have enough flowers to fill a fruit jar, we take them to the back door and lay them on the steps. Through the big kitchen window, I can hear Nanny and Mama talking while they wash the lunch dishes. I stand under the window and shout, Nanny, we pick you some flowers. Thank you, darling, Nanny shouts back. Come on, Lucy says, let's get those eggs. Even before we get to the chicken house, I can hear the hens going cluck, cluck, cluckety, cluck. There's a big fence around the chicken gates. Hence, from the gate, I see the little wooden boxes that make up the chicken house. Each hen has their own box full of yellow, sweet straw. Some of the boxes are empty. Those hens are not at home. If they are not in the nest, it's easier to get the eggs. We have to be sneaky to get past the ones who are home. Lucy grabs the egg basket from the gate post. Then she pushes the gate open and pulling me behind her. Here we go, she whispers. Cluck like a chicken, maybe we can fool them. Cluck, 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 balk, balk, I cackle. Chickens look pretty nervous as we walk across the pen. Their beady black eyes follow us. Lucy walks faster, so she's already at the chicken house when a gaggle of chickens start gathering around me. Pretty sure we aren't fooling them, I say. I'm trapped. The hens start to crowd around the chicken house steps too. They want to see what Lucy is doing. I think they know that she's loading up her basket with their eggs. That's when I see a whole lot of white chicken feathers on the ground, and an idea hits my brain like eggs on an iron skillet. Lucy, come quick, I've got a plan, I shout. That makes the chickens run away. Lucy turns around and smiles. She holds up her basket. It's full of eggs. Got 12 eggs in this basket. It's a bunch. She brags. Come on, I say. I am picking up chicken feathers as fast as I can.
Louder.
Lucy looks puzzled. We came for eggs, not feathers, she said. I know, but these feathers will make 2 fine feather tutus just perfect for swan queens. I explained quickly, keeping my eyes on the chickens. Lucy's eyes get big. She knows that I want to do. She gathered up a whole pile of feathers. I wish we had real tutus to glue them on, I say sadly. We could tuck them up under the sashes of our dresses, Lucy suggests. I guess that's the best idea we've had all day, Lucy say. I say. Why didn't I think of that? Twirling, twirling, twirling. We dance around in our chicken feather tutus. We twirl till we fall over in a heap. Giggling! Shadow falls over us. It's TJ. Mama wants you, he said. Then he frowned. What are you doing? Are you pretending to be that big bird that stands in front of the chicken bucket? He asked, laughing. Can't you tell? I say, TJ can be so annoying. We're beautiful swans. TJ snorts. Chickens are not the same as swans, he said. Anyway, it's time to go in a little bit. If Mama sees those dirty feathers on your good dress, you're going to be in big trouble. Be sure to subscribe and give it a thumbs up. Bye. See you next time.